Good news for those wanting Constantine, ladies and gentlemen. The director Francis Lawrence, in a quite interesting turn of events, has said he, the director, and Keanu Reeves have control of Constantine. News to me. Interestingly, there were some rumours that it had been cancelled at one point, and then this was like the first ever time Warner Brothers has come out to make a statement to say something hadn't been cancelled. They were like, no, it's not cancelled. Calm down. Everything else, we don't care if you rumour that it's cancelled or rumour... But this, no, this is not cancelled. So, quite an interesting turn of events, this whole thing, to be fair. And just generally, DC, when you take a step back from it and look at it from a business perspective, it's fascinating to watch unfold. And so this is just, this is good news for those that want Constantine 2. And it's just interesting for those people that are taking a step back to look how DC handles themselves. So let's take a look, right? Hit subscribe if you're new here, folks. Obviously, Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom, that will signify the end of the DCEU, whatever you want to call it, Snyderverse, etc. It's done from that point. And then after that, we start to introduce the new DC, the new movies, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be really, really interesting. You've got Creature Commandos, you've got Superman Legacy. The Superman reboot itself will launch a full slate of upcoming DC Comics films. They include The Authority, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. Side note, we actually don't know whether Swamp Thing is going to be an Elseworlds story or not. Because that's the thing about this new DC, is going to be an Elseworlds division, which is quite cool. I think that's great. Also, I don't think we know who's directing Swamp Thing yet. There was rumours that it was going to be James Mangold. That's unconfirmed at this point in time. Now, obviously, there's lots of other things. Creature Commandos, Green Lanterns, the Amazons of Themyscira, and then Booster Gold are also in the works. A whole host of things, which has obviously led to quite a high amount of speculation that DC was going to put themselves up for sale. Which is, I think, still potentially on the cards as a possibility anyway. Now, we've obviously got Gods and Monsters being the first iteration. That kind of kicks it all off. And then another big thing, people thought anyway that Gods and Monsters would be a good opportunity to introduce John Constantine. Now that's been confirmed for a little while, this Constantine 2 film. I think it was confirmed pre James Gunn and Peter Safran. And they're really, very on it to kind of keep the fires burning of positivity around the series or movie. So, new interview to promote his upcoming Hunger Games prequel, which, goodness me, I don't think that's going to go down very well, but fine. Francis Lawrence, obviously the director of The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, stated that he, Keanu Reeves, and Akiva Goldsman are currently in control of the Vertigo Comics Constantine. So, yeah. It's an interesting... It's fascinating. So he says this, and we can sort of disseminate what's going on here. So Constantine 2 got obviously held up by the writer's strike, obviously. And we had to jump through a bunch of hurdles to get control of the character again. Because other people had control of the Vertigo stuff. We have control. Is he insinuating J.J. Abrams? It sounds an awful lot like he's insinuating J.J. Abrams. Because if you remember, J.J. Abrams was given quite a massive first look deal by Warner Brothers. A deal which I don't think has been re-upped now that the writer's strike is over. And he was given, dark universe type stuff. It was all the dark element, all the monstery things at DC. I think this is quite a jab at J.J. Abrams. Because other people had control of the Vertigo stuff. We have control. Now you tell me, thoughts down below. Is he taking a jab at J.J. Abrams? I firmly believe he is. Now he also says this, and this is quite promising. Keanu and Akiva Goldsman and I have been in meetings and have been hashing out what we think the story is going to be. And there's more meetings of those that have to happen the script has to be written, but really hoping that we get to do Constantine 2 and make a real R-rated version of it. So this is promising, right? Talking about constantly in meetings, hashing out what the story's going to be, what direction they want to go in. Where do you go? Is it now an older Constantine? Is it a follow-up to the second movie? It obviously sounds like it. I mean, really hoping we get to do a Constantine 2. Is that him saying we hope we can do a sequel to Constantine? So all those events of the first film still happen, thereby retroactively fitting Constantine into the new DC universe? Or is he saying, and if he is saying that, by virtue, is he saying that there's the potential this is going to be a new version of Constantine? Because there is that as well. But this sounds positive. You know, sitting around talking about it, brainstorming what the story's going to be. I think that's very, very good. That's great news. Definitely, again, in my eyes, this is a definite jab at J.J. Abrams. But then this has all been all over the place, because in March, Keanu Reeves had said, we don't really know what's going on. He says, I don't know if it's going to happen. I know I'm playing a different Constantine than the comic, you know, and I do get in a bit of trouble for that. I don't know if I'd look good as a blonde. Hopefully, I get to do it, but I don't know. Now, I would imagine, due to the strike, and he's absolutely referencing J.J. Abrams here, because of that first look deal got axed, I think now paves the way for him, Keanu, and just generally DC being able to just do whatever they want with the character, which technically they would be able to do anyway, but here's what it is. There you go. It's fascinating stuff. It's really fascinating stuff. It does sound like there's the potential this is not going to be a follow-up, which, okay, sure, maybe not, but it's still interesting nonetheless. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. I just think it's hilarious when people take jabs at J.J. Abrams, because my God, that guy is a royal douche canoe. Douche-and canoeing. But Keanu Reeves, Constantine, I like that film. He's right. People don't like him massively for that role because he's not blonde. He's not the comics version. But I like that, I don't know, corner of a Constantine version. I think it's interesting. So I'm game for this. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Give the video a like and a share. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.